Good afternoon, this is Derek Dodge with Interstate Roofing, conducting a repair attempt at the Wingrave Residence, 3008 St. James Place in Grovetown, Georgia. It is the 20th of November 2024. This is the second repair attempt. We did another repair attempt with a photo report to follow on the rear slope. We're here on the left facing slope. So what we're trying to do is determine whether or not this roof is repairable. What I have to do is I've identified the wind damage shingle. It's actually just a missing shingle, so I've identified where it's missing with denoted by the X, and then identified the tab that it belongs to. So I'm going to remove the wind damage shingle, replace it with a like and kind quality shingle, and then inspect to see if consequential damage has happened as a result of the repair. Of important note, you can see that there's currently no damage in the two courses adjacent to the shingle. So I want to establish a couple baselines first so that everyone knows that we're getting these findings in real time, and that everything is done in good faith. So what I'm going to do is, because this is the wind damage shingle, we don't have to worry about damaging it because I'm already going to take it off. So this is a speed square. We use this in all sorts of applications in construction. What I'm going to use for it here is to demonstrate what a 45-degree angle looks like, so that you guys know that I'm not lifting the shingles above a 45-degree angle. I think it's important to show you that I can perform this repair without using a roofer's snake and still not lift the shingles above a 45-degree angle. I'm not going to use a roofer's snake. I'm going to use a flat pry bar, as well as a mag hatch, a magnetic hatchet. That's what roofers use. That's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use a snake. Snakes, I understand why State Farm tries to tell people why they use them. Essentially, the nail is here and you're nailing here, so you don't have to lift this shingle really high, because you can go like this and lift it and set it. The issue is that if a roof's not repairable, it's not repairable. So you're trading damage up here for down here. So like, you have to hit the snake much harder right here than you would just setting it here. I can set the nail and have it fastened to the roof in 2 to 3 hits at most. With a snake, it takes 5 to 6 to 7, and you're causing a lot of granules to be dislodged, which basically makes the roof not waterproof. So let me show you what 45 degrees is. Lifting that up, that's 45 degrees. We can see, let me turn the camera so you can see what 45 degrees is. This is an opportunity for you right now, if you'd like, to take a moment and screenshot this so that you can see what 45 degrees looks like. I will not need to lift the shingles more than this to perform this repair. I don't need to do that to remove the nails, and I certainly don't need to do it to set the nails. So now that I've done 45, what I have to do first is I have to break the tar strips, remove the nails, take out the old shingle, and then replace it. So now that I've explained what I'm going to do, let me just do it. So we're going to break the tar strips. It's nice and cool outside, so the tar strips are easy to pop. So now I've done that, I might need to lower this just a little bit. There we go. Let's lower that. So I'm going to go ahead and check to see where my nails are. As you can see, we don't need to lift the shingles very high at all to remove the nails. So I'm not going to be lifting these shingles more than a 45 or any more than is necessary, and I'm not going to overtly manipulate these shingles in the process. So that way we can get a real fair look at whether or not this roof is repairable. Okay, there's no nail right there. Okay, so there was no nail right there, so this should just be, pop that out. Yep. Okay, thank you. Let me get a overview and close-up. Go back to the video. Okay. So now, my chalk mark I'm gonna use as a guide to line these up. Get that underneath there. This is a like and kind quality shingle. This is close to a color match as I can get. More importantly, this is a 25-year 3-tab organic composition shingle. So let's do this one more time because I'm going to be nailing. This is a brand new shingle. So that's what 45 degrees looks like. I don't need to lift higher than this. Use a mag hatch. The reason why I like to use a mag hatch is because the way you set it, you match the pitch of the roof, you know. So with a snake, it can nail not the right way. Plus, it's like, as you saw, I set it, put 2 hits in. I'm doing it right at the sure strip, which is where you want to nail these, right there or above. We're not lifting the shingles more than 45 degrees. We're able to just get it done. Look at that. Set and forget it. Same exact hole. Use a little wrist action to slap it on and then hit it like a regular hammer. Set in one. There wasn't a nail on that side, but I have an extra nail, so let's just, with an excess of caution. As you can see, I didn't strike the shingles. I didn't lift them above a 45-degree angle. Everything was done in good faith and the proper practice. It took me longer to explain what I was going to do than it did to repair it. And I can see consequential damage that has happened as a result of this repair. So the first thing that I look for when I'm looking at a shingle that is beyond its serviceable lifespan is I'm looking for the play in the shingle. So it's a brand new shingle. There's a lot of pliability. You can lift this up. I've heard some adjusters say that if you lift a shingle, any shingle above a 45-degree angle, you're going to get creasing and granule loss. Granule loss is a byproduct of the fiberglass matting fracturing, and then it causes the granules to dislodge. They come out, which is where you get a crease. So let's lift this new shingle to a 45-degree angle. So I didn't lift these shingles above that. Swipe my hands across the top. We see absolutely no creasing, no granule loss, which tells me that the matting is in fact intact. So let's go a little bit higher. Let's go to a 65-degree angle. 65-degree angle right there. You can see it's taking a long time to come down. Wipe my hands across the top, and absolutely no creasing whatsoever. Let's do the old trusted State Farm adjuster accuses me of lifting it to a 90-degree angle. So we've lifted this brand new shingle to a 90-degree angle. You just saw it. Wipe my hands across the top, and there's absolutely no creasing, and I don't have any gloves on. So look, there's pliability in this shingle. It's brand new. Now when we look at these, I can see creases already forming right here, but let me check. So this feels like a sticky note kind of flapping in the wind. There's absolutely no give, you can see. So if the matting is fractured, which we can already see that it is, but you know, if I wipe my hands across the top here and there's no granule loss, it means the matting is not fractured. So if I wipe my hands across here and we see the matting comes this clear crease, we know that this matting is fractured. So this shingle has failed in its repair attempt. We can see right here again the beginnings of a crease forming right here and going all the way down. We wipe our hands across the top again, and look at that. Clearly defined crease, right? We feel the sticky note. This is flapping in the wind. Let's feel this one. This one, I feel like there's play in the shingle. It's snapping down. Let's wipe our hands across the top. So this one's good. There's a little bit of granule loss, but it's also old. But clearly we can see that the matting is not fractured. It's intact. Let's look at this one. There's a I don't know, that one's hard to tell. I can see a crease right there. That one's hard to tell. I'm feeling this. This feels like a sticky note. I'm not feeling a ton of play. I'm gonna wipe my hand. Yeah, there you go. So we'll call this one iffy, so I won't count it, but this one's definitely, the matting is fractured, the crease is there. So in an effort to fix this wind damaged shingle, we've essentially caused 3 more shingles to be damaged. Now, you know that I didn't lift these shingles above a 45-degree angle. I used industry standard tools and industry standard practices when performing this repair, and we see in real time the damage that happened as a byproduct of trying to repair these wind damaged shingles. So what this says to me is that the age and condition of this roof will not allow for repairs to be completed. Because let's just say there's 40 wind damaged shingles on the roof, and we've got, I'm like pointing this again, we've got a bunch of missing shingles on this slope, a bunch of missing shingles on the back. If in an effort to fix 1 tab, we've created 3 more, if there's 40, then we're looking at 120 wind damaged shingles. Now, I know that State Farm doesn't cover age and condition, but we're not up here trying to repair age and condition. We are up here trying to repair storm damage that was a byproduct of Hurricane Helene. So the only way to get the wind graves back to pre-loss conditions, in my opinion, is a full roof replacement. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be putting an emergency tarp over this to protect the wind graves from any further leaks in the future. That will conclude this repair attempt. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, my contact information will be in the signature of the email where we send the photo report as well as the estimate for replacement. And that's it. That'll conclude this. Thank you so much.